My beloved child, I speak to you today with a love that knows no bounds. I see you, I know you, and I cherish you beyond measure. There is a truth that I want you to embrace with all your heart, a truth that will lead you to prosperity and success in every aspect of your life. I created you with purpose and intention. You are not a mistake or an accident. You are fearfully and wonderfully made with unique gifts and talents that only you possess. Embrace this truth with all your heart, for it is the foundation upon which your success will be built. When you embrace the truth of your worth and value, you will no longer shrink back in fear or doubt. Instead, you will stand tall and confident, knowing that you are capable of achieving great things. Trust in my plan for your life, for it is a plan filled with hope and promise. Do not be discouraged by challenges or setbacks, for they are simply opportunities for growth and learning. Embrace them with courage and perseverance, knowing that I am always with you, guiding you every step of the way. True prosperity is not just about material wealth, but about abundance in every area of your life. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto you. Trust in my provision, and you will lack nothing. As you go forth on your journey, keep your eyes fixed on me. Walk in faith, not in fear. Embrace the truth of my love for you, and let it be the driving force behind everything you do. With me by your side, there is nothing you cannot accomplish. Embrace this truth with all your heart, my beloved child, and watch as I transform your life in ways you never thought possible. You are destined for greatness, and I am so proud to call you my own. My cherished one, I speak to you now not merely with words, but with the very essence of my being. For I am the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. In your heart, I have inscribed a truth that I desire for you to embrace with every fiber of your being. Embrace this truth with all your heart, for in it lies the key to unlocking the abundance of my blessings in your life. Know that I am the God of unfailing love and unending grace. My love for you knows no bounds, reaching beyond the depths of your understanding. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and let it be the foundation upon which you build your life. In a world filled with uncertainty and doubt, hold fast to the truth of my promises. For I am not a man that I should lie, nor a son of man that I should change my mind. What I have spoken, I will bring to pass. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and watch as my words manifest in your life. Do not be swayed by the opinions of others or the circumstances that surround you. Embrace the truth of my word, for it is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. In times of darkness, it will guide you. In times of confusion, it will bring clarity. Embrace this truth with all your heart and let it be your guiding star. When the storms of life rage against you, stand firm in the truth of my strength. For I am your refuge and your fortress, a mighty tower of strength in times of trouble. Embrace this truth with all your heart and find shelter in the shadow of my wings. Do not be afraid to step out in faith, for I am with you always, even to the ends of the earth. Embrace the truth of my presence and let it fill you with courage and boldness. For I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. I speak these words to you not as a distant deity, but as a loving father who longs for nothing more than your happiness and fulfillment. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and know that I am with you every step of the way. In every trial and every triumph, in every joy and every sorrow, I am there. Embrace the truth of my love, and let it be the anchor for your soul. For I have loved you with an everlasting love, and with loving kindness I have drawn you unto myself. Embrace this truth with all your heart, dear one, and experience the fullness of life that I have prepared for you. For in me all things are possible, and nothing is beyond your reach. My dearest child, as you journey through this world, I desire to impart to you the timeless wisdom of my teachings. Listen closely, for within them lies the key to living a life of purpose, abundance, and joy. I urge you to embrace this truth with all your heart. Love one another as I have loved you. Let love be the guiding force behind every thought, word, and action. For in love, you will find the fulfillment of all my commandments. Love your neighbor as yourself, and you will experience the richness of true community and fellowship. Embrace the truth of forgiveness, dear one. Just as I have forgiven you, so too must you forgive others. Release the burden of resentment and bitterness, and let forgiveness flow freely from your heart. In forgiving others, you will experience the freedom and peace that surpasses all understanding. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for I am the God who holds your future in my hands. Embrace the truth of my sovereignty and trust in my perfect plan for your life. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. In surrendering to my will, you will find rest for your soul. Do not be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Embrace the truth of my word and let it dwell richly within you. Meditate on my precepts day and night, and you will be like a tree planted by streams of water, yielding fruit in season. Embrace the truth of humility, dear one. Do not boast in your own strength or wisdom, but acknowledge me in all your ways, and I will direct your paths. For it is not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit that you will accomplish all that I have called you to do. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Embrace the truth of perseverance, and run with endurance the race that is set before you. For I am the God who strengthens you, and with me all things are possible. Embrace the truth of my unfailing love for you. For I loved you before the foundations of the earth were laid, and I will love you for all eternity. Let my love be the foundation upon which you build your life, and you will be rooted and grounded in my grace. These teachings are not burdensome, but they are life-giving and life-transforming. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and you will walk in the fullness of my blessings and abundant life. My precious child, I speak to you now, not from a distance, but intimately, as a loving parent speaks to their beloved child. Listen closely to the whispers of my heart, for I desire to encourage and uplift you in every step of your journey. Embrace this truth with all your heart, dear one, for within it lies the power to transform your life and bring you into the fullness of my blessings. I want you to know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I knit you together in your mother's womb, crafting you with care and purpose. Embrace the truth of your uniqueness, for there is no one else like you in all the world. You are a masterpiece created in my image, and I delight in you. In a world filled with chaos and uncertainty, it can be easy to lose sight of who you are and where you're going. But I urge you to hold fast to the truth of my promises. For I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my word never returns to me void. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and let it be the anchor for your soul. Do not be discouraged by the challenges that lie ahead, for I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Embrace the truth of my presence, and let it fill you with courage and strength. With me by your side, there is nothing that can stand against you. Embrace the truth of forgiveness, dear one. Just as I have forgiven you, so too must you forgive others. Release the weight of bitterness and resentment, and let forgiveness flow freely from your heart. In forgiving others, you will experience the freedom and peace that surpasses all understanding. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for I hold your future in my hands. Embrace the truth of my sovereignty and trust in my perfect plan for your life. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and let it fill you with hope and confidence. Embrace the truth of my love for you. For I loved you before you were even born, and I will love you for all eternity. Let my love be the foundation upon which you build your life, and you will be rooted and grounded in my grace. I speak these words to you not as a distant deity, but as a loving father who longs for nothing more than your happiness and well-being. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and watch as I work miracles in your life. My beloved child, I speak to you today with a heart full of promises, for I am the God who keeps every word I speak. Listen closely, for within these promises lies the key to unlocking the fullness of my blessings in your life. Embrace this truth with all your heart. I am faithful and true, and my promises endure forever. Let this truth be the foundation upon which you build your life, for I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I will never leave you nor forsake you. In times of joy and times of sorrow, in moments of triumph and moments of despair, I am with you always. Embrace the truth of my presence and let it bring you comfort and peace. Embrace the truth of my provision, for I am the God who supplies all your needs according to my riches in glory. Trust in me, and I will open the windows of heaven and pour out blessings that you cannot contain. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Do not be discouraged by the trials that you face, for I am the God who turns every trial into triumph. Embrace the truth of my power and let it fill you with strength and courage. With me on your side, there is nothing that can stand against you. Embrace the truth of my love for you, dear one, for I loved you before you were even born, and my love for you knows no bounds. Let my love be the guiding force in your life, and you will walk in the fullness of my joy and peace. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for I hold your future in my hands. Embrace the truth of my sovereignty and trust in my perfect plan for your life. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Embrace the truth of forgiveness, dear one. Just as I have forgiven you, so too must you forgive others. Release the burden of bitterness and resentment, and let forgiveness flow freely from your heart. In forgiving others, you will experience the freedom and peace that surpasses all understanding. My precious child, these promises are not empty words, but they are a testament to my love and faithfulness towards you. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and watch as I work miracles in your life. My cherished child, I come to you now with arms wide open, ready to embrace you with the assurance of my love and guidance. Listen closely to the whispers of my spirit, for I have a message of assurance and comfort just for you. Embrace this truth with all your heart. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. There is nothing that escapes my sight, and there is nothing that can separate you from my love. Let this truth be your anchor in the storms of life, knowing that I am always with you. When you feel overwhelmed by the challenges that surround you, remember that I am your refuge and your strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Embrace the truth of my strength and let it fill you with courage and confidence. With me by your side, you can face any obstacle that comes your way. Embrace the truth of my promises, dear one. For every word that I speak is true and trustworthy. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. Let this truth bring you comfort and assurance, knowing that I am always working for your good. Do not be discouraged by the uncertainties of tomorrow, for I hold your future in my hands. Embrace the truth of my sovereignty and trust in my perfect plan for your life. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Embrace the truth of my forgiveness, dear one, for I have removed your sins as far as the east is from the west, and I remember them no more. Let this truth set you free from the burden of guilt and shame, knowing that you are forgiven and loved beyond measure. Embrace the truth of my presence, for I am always with you, guiding you and leading you along the path of righteousness. Let this truth fill you with peace and joy, knowing that you are never alone. I speak these words to you not as a distant deity, but as a loving Father who knows you intimately and cares for you deeply. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and watch as I transform your life with my love and grace. My beloved child, I come to you today with a message of unwavering faithfulness. I want you to know, without a shadow of doubt, that I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have made to you. Listen closely, for within this truth lies the foundation of our relationship. Embrace this truth with all your heart. I am faithful, even when the world around you seems to crumble. Let this assurance sink deep into your soul, for it is a steadfast anchor in the midst of life's storms. When you find yourself facing trials and tribulations, remember that I am with you every step of the way. Embrace the truth of my presence and let it bring you comfort and strength. I will never leave you nor forsake you, for I am faithful to walk beside you through every valley and every mountaintop. Embrace the truth of my promises, dear one, for every word that proceeds from my mouth is true and trustworthy. I have promised to be your provider, your healer, your comforter and your guide. Trust in me, and I will lead you into the abundant life I have prepared for you. Do not be discouraged by the uncertainties of tomorrow, for I hold your future in my hands. Embrace the truth of my sovereignty, and rest in the knowledge that I am in control. My plans for you are plans for good and not for harm, plans to give you hope and a future. Embrace the truth of my forgiveness, for I am faithful to forgive you of your sins when you come to me with a repentant heart. Let this truth set you free from the chains of guilt and shame, knowing that you are washed clean by the blood of my Son, Jesus Christ. Embrace the truth of my love, for it is a love that never fails. Let it fill you with peace and joy, knowing that you are deeply cherished and valued in my sight. My love for you is eternal, and nothing can separate you from it. I speak these words to you not as a distant deity, but as a loving Father who longs to draw you close to my heart. Embrace this truth with all your heart, and watch as my faithfulness unfolds in your life in ways you never imagined. My dear child, in the tapestry of life, there are threads of truth woven throughout. These truths are like guiding stars, leading you on the path of righteousness and fulfillment. Today I invite you to embrace these truths with all your heart, for in them lies the key to a life of abundance and purpose. Embrace the truth of my love for you. It is a love that knows no bounds, no conditions. It is a love that was demonstrated through the sacrifice of my Son, Jesus Christ, on the cross. Let this truth sink deep into your being, dear one, and let it be the foundation upon which you build your life. Embrace the truth of forgiveness. Just as I have forgiven you, so too must you forgive others. Holding on to grudges and resentment only weighs you down, dear one. Release them into my hands and experience the freedom that comes with forgiveness. Embrace this truth with all your heart and let it set you free. Embrace the truth of my provision. Do not worry about tomorrow, for I am your provider. Trust in me, dear one, and I will supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Embrace the truth of my sovereignty. I am in control of all things, and nothing happens without my knowledge and permission. Even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty, trust in my perfect plan for your life. I am working all things together for your good. Embrace the truth of my presence. I am with you always, dear one, guiding you, comforting you, and empowering you. You are never alone, for I am by your side through every trial and triumph. Let this truth fill you with peace and confidence. Embrace the truth of my word. It is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. Treasure my word in your heart, dear one, and let it be a guide for every decision you make. For in it you will find wisdom, strength, and direction. These truths are not mere words. They are the very essence of who I am. Embrace them with all your heart, and watch as I transform your life in ways you never thought possible. I love you more than you can imagine, and I long to see you thrive in my love and grace. With all my love, your Heavenly Father.